Welcome back to another edition of Inside the Lab with your host, the one and only CP. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have a fucking fantastic episode for you guys today. Man, we got the Cincinnati Bengals on. We got a lot of all-season moves being done behind the scenes. We got a lot of, stuff that's going on in the MML, even though we're not playing today. Currently waiting for the draft and whatnot. Also, I would like to congratulate the San Francisco 49ers on a historic Super Bowl run. I mean, I don't think anyone thought you were going to make it, and you made it. And not only did you make it, you whooped their ass. So congratulations. Also, congratulations to the the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hell of a season, brother. Hell of a season. Couldn't get over the hump. That's okay. I have no doubt about that. You'll be back next year in the years following. So congratulations to you boys. Jaguars beat the Bills in a fucking back and forth battle. I mean, honestly, while I was watching it, I was like, last team who has the ball is going to score. And then Coach Jaffe threw that pick. I think it was a bobbled pick. But anyway, hell of a season, Coach Jaff. No one thought you'd be there, including myself. And then you shocked the world with the huge win over Tatty, and then you came up a little bit short. But I have no doubt that you'll be in the mix next year. I just want to get into a couple side notes about the MML. I would like to say goodbye to an original nine member, Coach Mike Steve Tuck. Of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Seattle Seahawks, the Miami Dolphins, the Oakland Raiders. I was messaging him a little earlier. He said everything's all good, just needed a break. He said everybody's so about the MML right now, and he just doesn't have his heart's not in it, which I totally get. People got shit going on. It is what it is. We'd love to see you back. You're a fucking great like asset to the MML. It's very sad to see you go, but maybe in the next couple weeks we'll have a guest appearance. Um, Welcome back, Bleachy, aka Laurel. I'm sorry if I fucked that up, but welcome back to the MML. He'll be taking over the Pittsburgh Steelers, so I think that's a great addition. Like we talked with Coach Mitchell, I think on Friday about how Bleachy was trying to get back in there. Hopefully, we can get Bleachy on because I want to kind of know where that nickname came from. Bleachy. It's a solid nickname. I mean, fuck. But I just really kind of want to know where that came from. So welcome back, Bleachy. We have big news out of the NFC East. Coach Stoy of the Dallas Cowboys will be staying in Dallas. So let's see what you got again this year, Coach Story. Hopefully, you can be a little more active in the group me. But welcome back. Ex-coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Jay Ham, tweeted out that he direly needs the MML more than he wants air. Um, so Jay Ham has not yet. There's no teams open right now, so he's gonna have to wait a little bit. Hopefully, maybe we can just get him back in the group me. That way, he can start, chiming back in. I know he provides great content. Maybe we'll get him on the inside the lab here, or get him in the get him inside or whatever, and then we can hopefully from here for him, see why he left the league. Why he wants to come back. See what happens is most people leave the league, right, and then a couple days go by and they're missing it. And for me, it's always like I missed the group chat. I'm not too good at the game. Real quick, fucking what's his name's gonna come on here. Warren's gonna come on here and want to take shots. So we got A&W root beer on deck. They're out of fucking cherry coke. So that's what I got. Um, Also, Joe, another fantastic job on the power rankings. You're fucking spot on every time. I love reading them shits. It just brightens up my day when you like middle of the day I'm on like a chimney or a roof or some shit and power rankings come out. So we got a big night ahead of us here, boys. We got the drafts at 9 p.m. We got free agency starting at 8. We got, I'm just going to read the top 10 in the top 10 of drafts. Now, this is based on records. I don't know if people's traded their picks, but we got the Jets, Bengals, Dolphins, Cowboys, Vikings, Broncos, Saints, Colts, Titans, Golden Eagles. Those are the top 10s. We do have a few players here on the move, right? So the Jets send Justin Fields, Tony Pollard, and Marco Peters to the Eagles for the first overall selection. Um, Rewind. The Jets send Fields, Pollard, and Peters, and the Jets first round and the Jets second round pick for to the Eagles for their first overall selection. Chris Pyers, running back, and Oscar Moss. So we kind of already knew that was going down. Couple small trades. The Panthers Giants traded. So the Giants are acquiring D tackle Adrian Jones, 84 overall star, 25-year-olds to from the Panthers for just a second round pick. So it's a nice little pickup for the Giants. The LA Chargers sent Kane Tejada, halfback, 93 speed, 23-year-old star, to the Detroit Lions for first next year's draft, and Kyrie Hill is a 25-year-old cornerback. Got a little speed apparently. This is in talks. I don't know if it's going down, but the Falcons send 99 overall X Factor, 27-year-old X Factor, uh, Devin Mason, and Dynami Brown, who's a 93 overall X Factor, 26-year-old, to Jacksonville for TJ Tornetta, who's a 95 speed, 24-year-old overall superstar, and also a first round pick. So Jacksonville is acquiring Devin Mason. So it looks like Nick Chubb is on his way out. Um, and they also get Dynami Brown, who's a 93 X Factor. Wow, the Falcons received TJ Tornetta because Coach Forrest is always looking for speed, 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 and a first round pick. I'm pretty sure it's this year. I don't think it's next year. And the Falcons are also in talks with Mexico City to swap all pros, Big Q, for TJ Watt. That deal has not been finalized yet. So we're still waiting on that. And Coach Vrave has about 5 first round picks between this year and next year. He's trying to get rid of. He's looking for a middle linebacker. Um, so we'll see what happens. Now I was on the trade line hot. I mean, I was in everyone's DMs. I don't know if they were being shy. The Bears said they're working on a deal. The Patriots said he has a big deal coming. Nothing concrete yet, but he's got a big deal in the works. So, we'll see what happens here in the next couple hours. I've been working them lines hard. Tell you that. Hard. No homo. Um, our guest today is the Cincinnati Bengals, Coach Warren. I'm not sure his last name, but Coach Warren joined the MML. I'm just gonna hit him up, tell him he can come in. Joined the MML late last season. We'll dive into how much he what you call it, how much he knew about the MML, and how much he was heard about us or whatever. Head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals has one Super Bowl under his belt. So we're looking to, talk a little bit about him. He should be joining us any second. This is always the most awkward part. It's like, not awkward, but it's like you're waiting for someone to join. I'm trying to come up with shit off the top of my head here. So hopefully he'll be joining here in 2 seconds. I just got a brand new Bryce Harper poster that I just temporarily threw above the light switch. And here we have it.
Yo, yo.
Once he's loaded, what's going on, Coach?
What's up? What's up, man?
How we doing, man?
I can't call it, man. Just here.
How's the weather? You're in St. Louis, right?
Yep, St. Louis.
How's the weather out there? A little cold, or?
Um, it hasn't been too bad. I think it's about like 40 right now, but I know we're supposed to get a snowstorm tonight. They say we're supposed to get like 9 to 10 inches, but I don't know how true that's gonna be. They say that all the time. We end up getting like an inch or two, so
Yeah, it's funny. So we had a snowstorm. Well, that snowstorm it was like this weekend, and I read on the I seen somewhere that the weathercast was that we could get anywhere from 1 to 30 inches, and I'm like,
That's a big rain.
yeah, I was like, how hard is it to be like a meteorologist? Like one to
Man,
30 inches, and we ended up getting like probably like three. So
yeah, that's nutty.
whatever. But yeah, I just want to again thank you for coming and joining the show. I'm sure everyone's seen you with your videos. Before we get into it, you wanted to do the shot. I have a root beer mug. I'm just going to take a little sip of. I'm sure you're going to take it out the bottle.
Oh
So
yeah.
cheers to you, brother. Thank you for coming on. What do you got for us there? A little Jose Cuervo or
Oh, Don Julio, man.
Don Julio? What is that? Tequila?
Tequila.
Ooh, you're big. What are you, a big tequila guy?
Yeah, I used to drink dark a lot, Hennessy and stuff, but I don't know, my liver just can't take it no more, so I just drink
Yeah,
tequila.
I hear you.
Yeah, that Hennessy too much sugar in it.
I got it. Yeah, yeah. So let's hop right into it. So you're your head football coach, owner of the Cincinnati Bengals. You got one Super Bowl under your belt. Now let's go back to that first season, right?
Uh,
You had Baker Mayfield at quarterback. I forget who you had as your weapons. Who did you play in the Super Bowl? Was it
I
B
played
Mill?
the Vikings, so that was my friend Lando.
Okay, that
Yeah, I had
and
Baker was my quarterback. I had Breida and DJ Chark. Those were my weapons on offense.
those are your guys.
Yeah, and then defense I still had D Ward, Dante Jackson, um, Hassan Reddick, and I think that's pretty much it as far as weapons on defense. I really never had any abilities, honestly. I was just
Now,
going.
now, what was your plan going into? Because this was your first draft with the MML. So, what was your plan going into that draft?
I always load up on DB. Speed is a killer.
Right.
I really don't care so much about abilities, but playing in this league, I know you need them now because route tech with three or four receivers on the field at the same time, it's almost impossible to guard.
Right.
I think B Mill probably is like my kryptonite with that because it's like I know you run it, but route tech it kills me.
You can't stop it.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you got Aaron Jones in the backfield with
Zeke,
what is it called?
playmaker.
Yeah, playmaker. So he cut back, break your ankles, going back the other direction. Like it's just so much to worry about. So yeah, but yeah, that first season, I just wanted to make a statement, honestly, just to let people know,
Like I'm here.
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, like I'm here. I'm going to be a force to reckon with. Because then
Yeah.
that second year, you lost to, I think, Taddy in the championship game, right?
No, I think I lost to Tag the third year. The second year, I went to the Super Bowl again, I believe, and I lost.
Oh, okay.
I lost to B Mill.
Okay.
I think so. I think I went 2 years in a row. I know 1 year I did lose to Teddy. I don't know if it was the second or third year.
Okay.
Um, but
Because
yeah,
it seems that, yeah, B Mill does seem like, because before, I know last season you tanked or whatever. We'll get into that. But I guess he beat you the year before that, too.
yeah, he's the only person in here I've never beat. I think I'm playing like 0-4 against him.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause when I joined the league last Madden, I can kind of go into that now. So I got a part of the league. Bleachy hit me up. He was in another league with me. He's like, "Yo, we got a team that's open. I think you'll be a good fit. It's like year 5 or 6, I think you guys were in."
Yeah.
He was like, "We need a user." I'm like, "All right, fine, I'll do it." And I'm not too big on joining leagues where I don't draft my team.
Right.
So I ended up taking the Chiefs in you guys' league. I think the weapons on offense I had were like a 33-year-old Dak Prescott, maybe. I think Debo Samuel was my wide receiver, and he was.
Yeah, your team wasn't good. I could have swore you had like Jared Goff as your quarterback too.
No, I think I had Dak Prescott. And I had a nobody running back. But I think I joined that team was probably like 0-3 maybe or something like that.
Right.
I ended up taking that team to the Super Bowl. I think I played. Who did I play?
Was it Joey?
I played Joe in the playoffs because I remember he had the Steelers. I
Right.
beat him, and then I played. What's the Rams owner's name?
Oh, the Rams were back then. It was
Oh, not I'm sorry, the Rams owners now. What's his
oh,
name?
that's Juwan.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
I played Juwan in the AFC title game. And I think I beat him by like a field goal or something. And everybody
Okay.
was expecting him to beat me. I think he did something stupid. I don't know what it was, but he did something stupid in that game. He lost. I think he got a timeout or something. I can't remember what it was.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then I played B Mill. He had the Bears, I think, in the Super Bowl. And I think I lost by like maybe like 7 or 10. I just couldn't do nothing. This team was
Right,
stacked.
it wasn't good. So after that, so you went to the Super Bowl. You took that shitty ass Chiefs team to the Super Bowl, and then after that, you were like, I'm out.
Yeah, 'cause I was in like at the time I was probably in like 6 or 7 leagues, and then it was winding down to the end of Madden. So I
Right.
was trying to cut some of the leagues off where I wasn't established in.
Mm-hmm.
So that ended up being the ones I cut off. Because at the end of Madden, I usually just try and chill, get myself
Right. Yeah.
a break from it.
Yeah.
So
Because how many leagues are you in now?
I'm in three right now. I'm in two current gen and one next gen.
What do you like better, like current gen or next gen? Because there's a
Oh,
lot of like talk
current
about
gen.
that.
Yeah, current gen for sure. I just can't give it to next gen because I know I pride myself in defense and I pride myself in my user. So on next
Right.
gen, all that running around the field and stuff, that's gone.
Right.
It's either you have to legit call legit play calls, which you do in this Madden too, and to an extent, but the user control more
Right.
current gen versus next gen. Um, I would
So
say next gen is probably more realistic, honestly, but it's just I think it takes that competitive edge out of it because
right.
offense is so easy now because you can't control much on defense now.
Now, so what do you compare? Like, okay, so you're in those other leagues, but obviously, like you said, you were in a bunch of leagues before. Like, how do you compare like the MML to like those other leagues? Because like, I don't know how. Like, I've only really been in this league. I've never really. I've joined a couple, and there's like, it is what it is. People don't really talk, but like this league, and like Joey says, it's the greatest league in the world, and I know he's like semi fucking around, but semi not.
Mhm.
So what was your like? What did you expect coming into it?
Um, I would say I expected it to be like any other regular league I was in, but I will say this one is the most together and probably most efficient league I've been in. Um, I've never seen a league that stays 32 teams full throughout every season.
Right.
I mean, I know you lose one here or there, but for the most
Right.
part, you stick together, and that's what I kind of like about this league, and that's probably why I probably would never leave this league, honestly, because it's just the most put together league with the recaps and this podcast stuff. Like, don't nobody do this for Madden. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
Right.
definitely appreciate it. I will say the league. So I was in another league last Madden. This league, I mean, this Madden as well on current or next gen. I'm in a league with some ex NFL players, and actually, Michael Parsons is in the league too. I've never seen nobody advance this fast in my life. Like, it's not a full league. I think it's probably like 20 of us maybe. But so I went out of town this past weekend on Friday to Houston, and they were doing the Super Bowl Friday. When I came back Monday night, they were already on week 9 of the next season.
Wow.
Like, what the hell? Like, it's to the point
Yeah.
I would just tank the rest of the season. Um, but I think this league is probably MML is probably the best league I've ever been in, for sure.
Yeah.
Like hands down.
Now, what do you feel about like the competition in the league? Like, I know you're in like the top eight, and you were kind of like when we first started this year, you were like, why am I in the top eight?
Yeah,
And Joey was like, yo, you were the Chiefs, your shitty ass Chiefs, and you went to the Super Bowl. So
Uh,
obviously you pride yourself on like practicing because me and you have talked. We just haven't like linked up and
uh,
like got in the lab, but
right.
like because you kind of came up with in the lab, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And you probably you've played a lot of like user games, and that's how you said you once like were not good at Madden. So like
Oh
kind
yeah.
of like explain about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think I started taking Madden serious until maybe like late Madden 20. I started back playing it like the end of Madden 19, but I was playing it for sure like competitively probably towards the end of Madden 20. I used to play Lando, the old Vikings user. He used to whoop my ass. Like he used to pick the Falcons, and I could pick whoever I wanted to. He used to beat my ass. Like it was ridiculous. And then I was like, man, I'm just sick of losing to people, especially people I know. Like
Right.
I'm so competitive. I don't care if we're freaking seeing who can throw a piece of paper in the trash can first. Like I'm competitive. I hate losing. So I'll say about the end of Madden 20, I started taking it serious. Then really Madden 21, that's when I really started making things click and kind of putting a scheme together. Because like I've been running the same scheme since the beginning of Madden 21. Like I'm an open book. Like I trips tight end and 3-3-5. That's my go-to things now.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I would say the competition in this league now. Um, I would say
It's kind of split.
yes, it's split, but you do see those people that are putting the hours in and starting to get better. I noticed that playing a few people, like trying to think of somebody I know that I'm seeing before my eyes get better.
I mean, I'm just gonna like Buffalo beating Taddy was
Yeah,
huge.
yeah, that was huge. Like, and you can see he made some tweaks to his game. That's what Madden's about. It's about adjusting. You can't just run the same thing and expect it to work when it's not working.
Right.
Here you go. So that's why I kind of tell because the Broncos, that's your brother, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I know we go back and forth a lot, but I keep trying to tell him like you can complain all you want, but if you want to get better at the game, you gotta adjust. That's
And
all it is adjustments. Like you
what?
can't come out there in a stock ass play and expect the results you want. Like it's just not gonna happen because while you're running that same play, I'm making adjustments on my side to stop what you keep running over and over. So
Right, right. Yeah,
yeah.
and one thing you got to learn real quick about my brother: don't ever take anything he says seriously because
I
he,
don't. I
he
don't.
he just flies off the handle sometimes, and
Yeah.
it's like you just got to let him go. Yeah, then you reel him back in, and then he's good. You
Yeah.
know, but like that's just how he is.
Yeah.
But like,
I'll say even Warner, I'm seeing him getting better too. And that's probably just from playing out of vision. Like you get tired of losing, so you got to make those adjustments to get better and compete. So
especially in your guys' division, because you got you, Taddy, and then well, you had the Steelers, but
yeah,
now it's he just retired. So
yeah,
you got Bleachy is coming, hopefully coming. So he's pretty good competition. I know he was. I think last year he was the Falcons. I forget, but
I think I actually lost him when I first came in last season or last Madden.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
he's a pretty good user. You know what I mean?
definitely.
So like leading up. So all right, what is your scheme? Because you get a lot of shit for your crossers, right?
Yeah.
And I've watched like you stream, which I love. You watch like you stream all your games, which is cool. Like you're like an open book. You're like, look at my plays. I don't give a shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna run it on you. Don't matter, and I'm gonna score whatever. But like you like to run that. I guess it's like up the seam. And then you motion your guy. Is that like your? That's got to be your go-to because
Yeah.
I think I've seen you run that play a
Yeah,
million
definitely.
times.
Yeah. So it depends on what the defense comes out in because I know with cover three, seams are almost always open.
Yeah.
That's where you'll see that slot receiver run a streak route. Especially if I can get I'm echoing bad. Hold on. Let me go on mute for a second. All right. It's still echoing, but I'll keep talking. Oh well. But
You got headphones?
I don't.
All right, don't worry about it.
I got the
We're fine.
Oculus headphone thing, so it won't connect to the laptop.
All
But
right, don't worry.
yeah, so it depends on what the defense comes out in because I know the zones are broken. This Madden, like that's a
Right,
given. So if you have enough time to throw that crosser and wait for it to get over that weak side zone, it's gonna be open 9 times out of 10.
right,
So that's just taking what the defense gives me and what the game gives you, honestly. So I know a lot of people get mad you can't stop the crossing. You can stop it. You just got to make the adjustment to stop it.
right, right.
Um, but yeah, then I do the motion where and basically it's a motion a slant over to come back this way with the inside slant, and then I have like a 10-yard post. So it's a levels concept. Then I
Right.
have the tight end on the trips tight end side run a drag. So he's running the drag, and then you got the slant coming right behind it. So it's just a concept. It's a levels concept. So
Yeah.
multiple spots of the field covered by routes. A lot of
Yes.
people, I look at a lot of people's route concepts, and it makes zero sense. I think
Right.
Joey mentioned that too in this podcast. But
He
you got
did.
3 or 4 routes going to the same area of the field. Like, what do you expect to happen? you know,
Right.
in the field up.
And I think it was like so when we made this league, a lot of us sucked at Madden. Taddy was like the top dog, like,
Mm.
and we made it during COVID, so like no one really played Madden in a while. You know what I mean? And I think you could see like the guys that have gotten like did like put work into their game where they're figuring that out. And like I'm a cut like I do it sometimes too. Like I'll just come out in the same play or the same formation and I'll run the you know what I mean? Like and I gotta like if I want to be better, I gotta like do more shit. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
why, like, me and you are gonna hook up or whatever. You'll probably spend like 20 minutes, half hour showing me a little shit, which will go fucking a long way because like the whole like our league is constantly like getting better. You know what I mean? Like yes, we do have the top eight, but like I would say like now at least there's like at least 10 to 12 guys who can beat
Oh, yeah.
anyone.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the Bills and the Jags proved that this year for sure.
Exactly. So it's like, all right. So like, if I want to get myself out of this bottom tier, like I gotta put in a little bit of work because I'm
Yeah.
just gonna keep getting pissed the fuck off when I get scored like 70 to 90 points on me. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't want that to happen. Like I'm gonna take 45 minutes or an hour out of my day. Like I don't want to get my ass kicked. You know? Like
Yeah.
so. But no, I mean that like you gotta definitely gotta like improve like and I actually like learned some shit watching like your stream because I see what you do on like defense and offense and I try to like incorporate it in my game, but like sometimes like I just don't have enough patience to like let it you know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
but getting back to the Bengals, right? So the Bengals, like you, so you've been to the. This is coming up on season 6, right? You went to the Super Bowl 3 out of the 6 seasons. You lost 2, you won 1.
Yeah.
Um, Now, what happened this year? Like, I know you said you had some work shit going on. So you decided to tank, and then which is fine.
Yeah.
What's your plan? Like, because I know how hard it was for you to like to tank, right?
Oh yeah, like I said, I was playing them that game like week 16 or 17 against the can't remember who it was, but I was trying to lose on purpose.
Right,
The inner me was like, bro, you cannot lose this game. It's
right,
hard. Like I just wanted to compete because like I don't know, I hate losing. Like that stuff sticks with me. Like if I lose a game, especially important games, like when I lost to B Mill both all 4 times.
right.
My man, I just go and lab. Like I just go and play rigs, and I'll be trying to cook up some shit. It's just hard stopping all those damn abilities. But I think this year I got something on my sleeve for him. If he does make it, and I do make it.
So so real quick, you drafted Paul Wall. He's now this will be his 3rd year, right?
Yeah, he on his last year of his contract.
So you drafted him as a what? A normal or a star or what?
He's a hidden star, and that's why I'm kind of scared to draft another quarterback and give him away and be stuck with a star hidden again. I don't want to go through that again. So I'm gonna try and get him dead up to X Factor potentially because once you get Gunslinger, that's like a game changer. Like you can throw passes that you can't throw if you don't have Gunslinger. Like it's
Right,
bread and butter for quarterbacks to have Gunslinger.
right, right.
Yeah, that's my goal for this upcoming season. I'm also going to compete as well. Like I'm trying to get back to the ship. Like I want to prove that you don't need a stacked team to
To
get
win
there
it.
and win. Yeah.
And real quick, who was the answer? Like, so you drafted this guy obviously, right?
Yep.
And you changed him to the answer, which is fine. Now he's a fucking absolute stud. I was looking at his stats. He's like a
Yeah.
97 speed, like
Yep.
94 excel, like,
Yeah.
and he,
I think I drafted him like in the second round, like late second round. I'm surprised he was still there. I think he came out with like 94, 95 speed.
yeah.
I just kept putting him in that slot position, running that crosser, and that's kind of how I got my stats up with him. But yeah, he's definitely the answer. That's why I named him the answer.
Because he's a fucking problem. I'll tell you that. Like, shit, that guy is good. So leading up to that, right? You tanked. Me and you were battling out for the one spot,
Mhm.
and who'd you beat week 18?
The Bears. Yeah, I played the Bears.
So I think because you beat him, that
Yep.
caused LA to get bounced, and that
Yeah.
honestly caused Joey to get in and
Yep.
Joey to make his run. So, if LA has anyone to be mad at, I think it's you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I talked to Joey right before the game. He was like, "Man, I need you to win so I can get in." Then the Bears was like, "Man, I need to win so I can get in," because I think the Bears initially thought he wasn't going to get in if he lost.
Right,
And I think
right,
everyone thought that. So I was like, "Man, I'm just going to play the game, just see what happens," and I
right.
ended up winning convincingly.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, like I go back to your question you asked a while ago. I forgot to answer it, but the reason I tanked was I had 2 out of town trips planned this season, so I was gonna see my mom, and then I just came back from Houston last weekend, so
okay.
I wasn't gonna make the playoff regardless. So I was like, my team's kind of getting old. All my DBs don't have abilities that I need, like Denzel Ward and Dante Jackson. So I'm like, let's just trade them away and get some draft picks and see if we can pick some gems in the draft tonight. So that was kind of my concept behind tanking. It was hard to do, but I knew it would help me in the long run. So that's kind of what my thought process was behind tanking.
So are you loaded up with picks this year?
Yeah, I mean, I would want some more first round. I got 2 first round, but I got 5 second round picks. So
Mm.
hopefully, there's still some gems sitting out there in the second round that I can grab.
You could find some studs out there in the second round.
Yeah, Dick, I'm waiting on the combine stats to come out so I can kind of see what direction I want to go. But my first pick will be a DB for sure.
Yeah, that one dude, I think his name is Xavier Woods.
Hmm.
I know the combine stats didn't come out yet, but the dude looks like a stud. Just from, I don't even know. I'm just saying that he looks like a stud because I think he's going to be a stud. But so is that who you're eyeing up? You're pretty much off the QB chain because like listen, like you got Paul Wall.
Yeah,
Paul Wall is like he's a superstar. Let's be honest. It's not going to take you. You can work your like you work hard this year. You'll get him to an X factor. We already seen
right.
that because
Yeah,
you've done. You know what I mean? So my thing is he's young. You know the only problem is he'll probably want a shit ton of money once you
right.
because you'll
Yeah,
probably have a winning record. You'll make the playoffs. You'll
yeah.
probably be in the running for the Super Bowl. So, I mean, do you have the money? I mean, I'm assuming you probably have the money to
Oh, yeah,
spend
I
for it.
definitely got the money. I really don't have no big contracts on my team right now. I was planning if I got the number one pick, I probably would have put Paul Wall on the trade block and then just got another quarterback and hopefully
Yeah,
hidden superstar X factor. That way, I still have more money in the bank to go out in free agency and get some big guys.
right.
But I do have a nice. I think I got probably like 115, 120 mil I can play
Ah,
with.
that's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
hoping for some big names in the free agency, so I
there,
can
there,
pick some guys up.
I think there's going to be a couple. Definitely, just from the guys I've been talking to, there's definitely going to be a couple. I don't know if they're going to be at the positions you want, but we'll
Right.
see.
Yeah. I'm looking for my main objectives for this offseason is to get at least 1 or 2 DBs, and I want to get a wide receiver because Valdez Scantley and Van Jefferson are over 30, so I need
Yeah,
one more
got
guy
to update.
to answer. I don't really care
Yeah,
about running backs. I'm not too big on running backs.
Yeah, well, you used Breda. You didn't like Breda. To me, like I love Breda. I've had him
Yeah,
every season, every year we played, and I just like him because he has like 95 speed. You know what I mean?
exactly.
He's fast as shit. I can use him out of the backfield or whatever, and you know, but what should we call it? It's hard as shit to like when you're drafting, like trying to go after a quarterback. It's really hard to find them fucking hidden X factor. Because I remember the one year, the Colts tanked all year, had
And
the
got
number one pick, and he got fucked because he took that. And that's what I'm kind of worried about. Is like
yeah.
you know, I. But listen, like, let's be honest. I'm probably not gonna, do much damage. But like,
Man, you
that's
can't, man. You got to just get in the lab, man. You're gonna get there.
but yeah, I mean that's what like it is. Like you spend all that time losing, and then all of a sudden you come up to the one pick, and you see that guy that you really want, and you think is going to be great. Like, and then he's like a dud. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah,
then it's gonna
that's my
like
pick.
like you seen it with Joey because Joey traded me 3 first round picks to get to I think 8 or 7 or 9, somewhere between 7 and 9,
Mm,
and to get the Nick McIntosh, and he drafted him. It was a fucking normal, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, that's
That's one. Now I'm talking about it. That's probably one thing I would like to see Madden like kind of change a little bit, if I would say. How is it in like the new gen? Is it like the same?
I haven't did a draft. Like this is my second year with them, and like I said, I missed the off season because I was out of town last weekend. So I don't know how it is. I would assume it's pretty much the same. Madden just does dumb shit
Right.
regardless. So
Right.
imagine it's probably the same.
Are you in any leagues that have like how we did like in the beginning we waited for that update?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like are you?
Generally, it has it, and I think my other league has it as well. But I never draft because I'm always freaking
Yeah.
top. Like in my other league, I won both Super Bowls so far. So I never draft. I just trade my picks away.
Yeah.
It's pointless.
Yeah. I mean, because you never know though. Like in the draft, like Rob, like the dude from the Titans has literally drafted a superstar X Factor quarterback almost. I think at least 3 out of the 6 years.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, dude got crazy luck, and that's good trading capital, honestly. So
Right.
that's what I understand. Like his team is good. He just needs to lock down and get better.
Right.
You got the team to do it. They just got to lock down and get better. That's what it
And
comes down to with a lot of people.
that's what I was just about to say. I think a lot of people have like good teams,
Yeah,
but like it's just about like how they play, really.
exactly.
So real quick before I get into this other, um, who do you think like outside of your like top eight, who do you think could be like a good like make a cup like outside of this year like a good run? I've been asking everybody this. Obviously, a lot of people like said the Bills and the Jags or whatever, but like outside of them guys, who do you think like could do it?
Um, I think I think probably Detroit. If you can get over that first round hurdle, like he's there every year, great record. He just got to get over that first round hunch. Like it's crippling him right now. But I mean, he definitely has the team to do it. Just got to lock in and not make mistakes. So I think him and Joey threw like 4 or 5 picks in the first quarter when they played. Like you can't go to
Yeah,
the playoffs and do that. Like you asking to lose. So
right.
I think Detroit probably the person that probably has the best chance to make a Super Bowl run outside of Jags and Bills on my side.
Now, do you watch like when people post streams, right? Do you watch all of them just to do you is that like a kind of like a game plan type of thing? Like if I see this guy down the road, or like is it just because you like to watch Madden, like
Yeah,
me?
I watch majority of almost all of them. It's entertaining, especially watching the Giants and the Patriots stream. Like those dudes are hilarious on stream. Like they are hilarious. Like I watch it for the giggle sometimes, and then when other people play like cards or Browns, if they do get on stream, I like to watch them to kind of game plan a little bit. I kind of know what they're gonna run, unless they just go completely just switch it up on me. But for the most part, I kind of watch them to kind of game plan against them.
Now, when you're going into those games against those guys, like obviously you're going to run like your normal offense, but I've been asking all like the top dogs, like, do you wrinkle in like a couple like different like plays, like, ooh, I might do this time because it could catch them off guard.
Yeah. I would say I probably threw in the most wrinkles against Taddy. Like I actually went and added additional plays to my custom playbook for Taddy because that fucking user DB blitz off the edge is annoying as hell. If you can, like, I know it's coming, but I don't know which side it's coming from.
Right.
Kind of try and draw up things that give me like a quick little route to each side. To kind of pick that off. But sometimes he still gets to me because it's like you can't block it. Like it's annoying. Like if I had to choose somebody that's the most annoying to play against, it's probably Teddy. Just because of that, because you just can't get nothing downfield because the motherfucker on your damn ass soon as you hit the ball.
It's hard, like, and he's like
Yeah,
really good at doing it too.
yeah. And I
Like I,
think I'm trying to say so. B Mill, I just got to figure out a way to stop all them damn abilities on offense. I really don't have a problem scoring against him. It's stopping them.
yeah,
Um, I thought I had the answer for it the last time we played, but he was turning that shit up. So I had to resort back to my old shit to kind of slow him down when we played in the Super Bowl. And then Joey, he put some nice ass route combos on the field. His route combinations are probably one of the best in the league, honestly.
yeah.
Tuck, his man to man was nutty as hell. I'm trying to think of anybody else I probably kind of game plan against. Um Seahawks, I can't remember. We played one time, but I can't remember how it went. I think I beat him. I know I beat him, but I don't know if it was a blowout or close. But yeah, those three people probably the most people I game plan for. Joey, B Mill, and Teddy. Like they're just trying to just figure out ways to fucking exploit their shit. That's probably my. I be thinking hard as shit. I ain't gonna lie.
So, which leads me into my other question. Like, so you're in this. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there we go.
Hold on. I think my picture went away.
I could hear you.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it back. I don't know what just happened.
If not, we could just continue. We could just like this. No biggie.
Yeah, I don't know. We can continue.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
So, what leads me to my next question, right? So, like, when you're playing in these playoff games, is the heart rate up?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I because you got like if you lose, you go home. So like I'll definitely be locked in. Like I for playoff games, I pull my heater out and I play with my heater in front of my hands because my hands get so cold. I don't know why. It's literally my hands and my feet get so cold, but I have to play with my heater in front of my hands because I'll fuck up and press the wrong button or be slow to press something. So yeah, I definitely lock in. I have the tunes playing in the background, usually some Fantasia or something along those lines.
That's great. Because it's funny, because I was playing some, like, I don't know, meaningless game, and, like, it was a close one, and I'm, like, sitting, like, inches away from my monitor, and my heart rate was fucking. I had to, like, take a couple deep breaths because I was like, holy shit, like, I'm fucking amped up right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So then we talked about this earlier. Now, I think you have potential to be on this list, and I'm probably going to put you in the five spot. But just because the amount of seasons you've played, it's probably because you're down there. But I mean, in the amount of time you've been in the MML, right? So we'll say 6 seasons. You've been in the Super Bowl four, I guess, 4 times out of the 6 seasons, including the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Who's your top list? Like, obviously you weren't here for year one, but like coming into it, who do you have?
Um, like I said, like you said, I can't judge off the past seasons you guys had.
Yeah,
You just coming in till now. I would say, I would say B Mill is kind of one, and then Taddy. 'Cause I haven't seen the Taddy that you guys said ran off six Super Bowls or something in a row. I haven't seen that Taddy. I would
yeah, he
say,
was.
yeah, B Mill's number one on my list, and then Taddy, and then Joey. And like I said, I really haven't seen anybody else make that make that run to be on that list from my time to now. I would say I'm under. I mean, honestly, I would say I would put myself three. Honestly, if we're just judging off from when I join you guys,
Right.
I would put myself three, and then Joey four. Um,
Even though Joey has more Super Bowls than you would do that?
I see. I'm just judging off the Super Bowls that I witnessed. So basically, pretty much just this Madden, honestly, and then the one year that I played in 20
Okay.
guys. So I don't know when Joey won his initial one. So I don't.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. So yeah, so he won his. I think it was back year two last season before you got
Yeah.
in there. But like,
Yeah, I say yeah, Taddy and B Man only ones I've witnessed.
right, I guess you're right. Yeah. What do you what's Cincy, what can we expect from Cincy coming up in this upcoming season?
Uh, it's gonna be a building year for sure because I got to get these guys devved up and overalls up. Cause like I think I may have like the lowest overall team in the league right now. Honestly, I think I'm like at a 75 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean I'm gonna compete for sure. I'll put it out there right now. Like I'm gonna be running a lot of man this year. 'Cause I need my DBs to I need them to get active. And I was just looking at my roster honestly earlier today. All my cornerbacks are over 6 foot, so that's a good plus for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but especially for those people that like to throw those quick corner routes or things along those nature, I feel like I can make up that distance from the route tech separation with them being over 6 foot. So yeah, I plan on competing for a Super Bowl this year. Honestly, um, I'm not gonna let me tanking last year come in the way. I'm gonna compete for sure.
So you think that you could be up there even though your team's not like as good? You
Right.
definitely you think that your user will take over pretty much. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
um, who you got really on the field.
yeah. That's just me personally. That's just my mindset going into it. I mean, it
Right.
may not prove to be correct, but that's my mindset. I go into every game thinking I'm gonna win, no matter what the circumstances are.
Listen, I've seen you. I mean, I think you can. I think you can surely do it.
Yeah.
Who do you think on your team, right, is going to have a surprise like breakout year, other than like the answer or like
Oh,
could
well,
be on the defensive side of the ball, could be wherever. You know what I mean?
I can't say right now. I gotta wait till we draft and I get whoever my user is. That's gonna have to break out here. I don't know who that's gonna be right now. Whoever my user in the sub linebacker packages, whoever that is, that's gonna be my breakout guy.
Who was your user? Not I guess not last year, but the year before.
Bobby Price. I don't even know who the hell that is, but he's on the first team. Joey put him on the first team. I think he had almost 20 interceptions. Um, yeah, I don't even know who the hell that is in real life. So
When you do that 3-3-5, and you're putting, I guess because you're putting DBs at the linebacker spots, you don't have any linebackers up there.
no, Because so with Madden, linebackers they don't animate like DBs do. So like you can be trailing somebody on like a route, and with a DB you can turn around and pick it, but a linebacker won't jump to try and animate like a DB will. So that's my concept of putting DBs in the box. And
So if you
they can get, and I don't think linebackers can get acrobat ability.
I
So
don't think. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they only have like
it's the own
what's
walk
that?
or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. So you rather have like a, let's say like a 70, 75, 80 normal rather than like a 95 X factor middle linebacker.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's just they don't animate. Like only linebackers I would take exception for are maybe Devin White and Isaiah Simmons. But even
Yeah.
with those guys, they don't animate like DBs. So
Even
those passes where they throw it and the DB turns around and jumps and catches it, a linebacker won't do that.
so even like a linebacker like 90 some speed, you would say you're on the bench.
Yeah, any linebackers if I draft them that are good, they're going on deep. They're playing defense end for me. Like
Oh, okay.
linebackers and old linemen are like almost obsolete this Madden. Like they're worthless almost.
How do you feel about the D lineman inside zone?
That shit is nutty as hell. Like that's the best ability for a defensive lineman to have is inside stuff.
Right, because like even if you have a superstar O lineman, it's not like you're. I mean, it really kind of fucks the game up,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
you can combat it a little bit. So things I like to do because I know Taddy has a inside stuff guy. I think Tuck had one too. So depending on where you're running, if you're doing like an inside zone run play, you want to double team that defensive tackle. That'll make him get double teamed. And you can kind of maneuver around him, or I like to run counter plays. I was trying to tell your brother that, but he said, "Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, bro." I was like, it is what it is. But yeah, the counters kind of combat that a little bit too. So yeah, yeah
Oh,
your brother's a tough cookie. Like it's funny to me. Like I just be trying to help him out, but it's all fun and games. So I
yeah,
personal.
that's how he is. So don't take it personally. He's just a fucking like it's just normal for him to be like, shut the fuck up when someone's trying to help him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
What did he call me? He
he
said
called you Little Bow Wow looking like.
wow. So I was like, damn. Dude got it bad. So I was like, man, it is what it is. I
Uh,
was me trying to help him.
and it's funny as shit because like you're probably like one of the nicest guys like in the league probably. You know what I mean? Like you're
Not to talk shit. I mean, I talk my shit here and there, but like I just play the game. I just show up and play my games, and whatever happens.
yeah, and you're like trying to help people out. Like you're like that's what I mean. Like you're trying to help me out, which I appreciate. And like you're just always like what I like to see is like you don't know anyone, right? And like you're active in the chat. You're fucking coming at people when they need to be coming at. You're taking the criticism. You got reasonings for behind your shit, and that's what I like. It's like someone like you know you could get you join a fucking Madden league with 31 other dudes you have no idea are a lot of people would just be quiet and like just kind of stay in their lane, but you're like fuck it, like I don't know these motherfuckers, like i I like that.
Yeah, so that's kind of my that's just me as a person. I'm a people person. I can communicate, conversate with anybody. Honestly, I
Yeah.
feel like just spice the chat up a little bit because I feel like if I don't laugh throughout the day, I can be guaranteed to laugh at least once a day coming in the MML chat for sure. So
Oh yeah, that's what I said about in the other. I forget, like a couple podcasts ago. I was having like this shit day, right? And then I looked at something in the chat, and I just started laughing. I'm like, that's why these fucking guys are here. Like, it was some dumb shit. You know what I mean? If you need a laugh, just scroll up in the chat. That's it.
definitely,
So, listen, man, I really I enjoyed this podcast. I really like appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us and all that. You got any last words for the boys?
uh, just be on notice. I'm on a revenge tour, so if we line up, just know I'm not letting my foot off the gas. So I want
All
everybody
right.
to compete this year. That's one of my main things. That's kind of why I'm trying to help people. I just want everybody to compete. Like I don't want people to use excuses as to why they're not getting better. Like I just want everybody to compete. So if anybody ever wants any tips or Once we get in the lab for, you know what I'm saying, 20, 30 minutes, just let me know. We can chalk it up. I can take your scheme and just give you some tips and stuff. Because all it is a thinking game, honestly. It's a chess match. So,
Right.
yep. So that's pretty much all I got right now.
Well, listen, brother, I really appreciate you coming on, and I'll be hitting you up shortly, and we'll get in the lab.
Sounds good, bro.
Have a good rest of your night, man.
All right, you too.
And there you have it from Coach Warren of the Cincinnati Bengals. Man, what a great interview. We got a little couple messages were coming through the line here. LA Chargers putting people on the blocks. Seth hit me up, said a trade's done. I said who? He said nothing. So, the Raiders are in the market, are on the move here. We got about looks like it's about 6:20, 6:20ish. We got about 40 minutes till free agency opens. So I'm excited to see the scouting combines and the reports. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. I mean, this was another fantastic fucking episode of the MML Inside the Lab. Where your host, the one and only CP. I mean, boys, I just want to tell you how much fun I am having doing these interviews, and it's like it's a good part of my day. Girlfriend's like, "What are you doing?" In the podcast. Like, I can't talk. I'm locked in with the boys. It's really fun, and I love that, everyone's coming on and we're getting these interviews knocked out. We have a great rest of the week. We got Coach Levi of the Washington football team tomorrow. We got who the fuck do we have tomorrow? Why can't it? Coach Matt Dale of the New York Giants, and then we had the one and only MP, my brother Mark Pyers, on Friday. And then, we're about to kick off another season of the greatest MML league there ever was or ever will be. As I was saying before, got the new Bryce poster, $9.99 at Rally House, was a steal. I said, give me all that, lock me in. I'll pay you the $10 for the poster. I'm just fucking rambling now. Hold on, we might have some news, might have some action. Nope, no action. Um, no action. That's what I wanted to ask him about. Fuck his fucking drinks. But anyways, you know, boys, another great episode. Love y'all. We're signing the fuck out. We're going home. We got shit to do. We got the draft coming up. We got NBA action on tonight. Um, Peace.